Unorthodox. Is a tangent line straight?
Yes.
Huh.
Not according to
That would be
Rumpus.
a problem, right, for your model? Because you don't have a straight tangent line to a horizon in your model. Does that make sense?
It wouldn't be a tangent.
Oh, well, then
Right.
it wouldn't be
Exactly.
geometry. So you don't have any geometry then to assert for your geometric model because you don't have a straight line, you don't have a tangent, it's not geometry. Welcome to Flat Earth. You don't have any geometry anymore for your geometric religion.
Why?
Because you don't have a straight line, you've got a donkey dick.
Claim that curves don't appear in geometry.
No, curves appear in geometry. We clarified that with your dumbass on Ballbusters. Yeah, you can measure a tangent to a curve, the one you assume, and you're begging the question proof of nothing, perspective hijacking curve calculator, debunked by the Black Swan because your horizon in your model is a point in the ocean. Yeah. In the ocean, not a horizon. Dead model. Yeah, definitely not, Rumpus. You don't understand geometry. A tangent straight.
I can show you a diagram.
Oh, that's not you acknowledging what I've just demolished your stupidity with. A tangent straight, Rumpus. Not donkey dick geometry. Not Andrew Thomas Young moron two horizons geometry. Geometry. Tangent. Straight, mate.
And I can show you a diagram.
That's the same response. I can show you a diagram, what, with a bent tangent? No. Tangent straight, dickhead. You're a moron. You don't understand geometry.
I can show you a diagram.
No, that's the same response.
You can show us a diagram.
You can show us a diagram of a bent tangent.
Of a curved
You can have
tangent.
a curved tangent, Rumpus. Rumpus, you can have a curved tangent.
Yes, that's what I'll do then. Okay, great.
No, you can't just do it. Just because
just asked
Andrew
you,
Thomas Young says you can have a donkey dick for a tangent line doesn't mean you can. You don't understand geometry. You're going to fundamentalist religious zealots for your geometry, Rumpus. Andrew Thomas Young's assertion that you can have a donkey dick for a tangent doesn't make him the authority. It just makes him a heliocentric religitard who thinks that straight lines can be bent when you have two horizons. I'm the new authority on this. We got that clear on Sunday. I'm the authority, not Andrew Thomas Young. His donkey dick tangent isn't going to be applied here by you, a follower of a complete moron. That would be Andrew Thomas Young with his donkey dick horizon and his donkey dick geometry and his two horizons. Don't declare donkey dick geometry here, moron. Tangents are straight. You don't understand geometry, Rumpus.
I've just uploaded a diagram.
I couldn't give a crap what you've uploaded. You're paying attention to a dick. A donkey dick. For a tangent from Andrew Thomas Young. He's a moron, mate. Yeah? Now, I get that just because he's on your side and one of your priests, you're going to take his word as gospel. No, mate. The flat earthers are setting you straight. That would be a tangent line, mate. Straight!
I'm showing you a diagram which...
You keep telling me about a diagram you're going to show me. I'm not interested, right? You won't acknowledge that a straight line's straight. Now, I'm going to explain to my audience to round out my live show why that is. Because if you're a fundamentalist religious zealot with a globe belief, then a straight line is bent in your world. He can never admit that a straight line is straight.
Straight lines are straight, but the curve can meet the surface of the Earth at a tangent. You don't seem to
A
understand.
tangent's a straight line, though, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Declaring quite openly at the end of the show that a tangent line doesn't need to be straight. That's what it boils down to. Bev's been trying to say that for ages. They can't have a straight line. Their straight lines are bent.
A tangent is a line which cannot have bends or curves in it that just touches a curve at a point, matching the curved slope there as a tangent.
Yeah, tangent's straight by definition, but in their world, straight lines are bent.
The tangent touches the curved line, but it's not the curved line.
They've got donkey dick geometry as a resolve to the black swan. And let's be honest, donkey dick bent tangent geometry is laughable. Hence it's been called donkey dick geometry and attributed to Andrew Thomas Young with that donkey dick right next to his picture. With a donkey dick for a tangent line. And the straight line actual tangent being drawn to a point that only exists in their model. Isn't that sweet? Him describing us having a line of sight with something that doesn't exist? Marvellous. The only thing they're ever doing the actual geometry with is a point that doesn't exist, because it only exists in their model. Essentially, they're giving us more and more concise ways of summing up how the Black Swans debunk their model, and this donkey dick geometry is just another way of doing that. It's wonderful.
Could you elaborate on the dick?
Say again, sorry?
Said, could you elaborate on the?
I think unorthodox need you to elaborate on the donkey dick geometry of their spinning ball religion.
Yeah, a tangent, which in this analogy would be this bent line in your geometry now. You don't have a tangent anymore. With that kind of debunks anything geometric, because that requires a straight line. But you've got this bent line like a donkey dick instead. Did you want the explanation, or did you just want to interrupt me? I think you just wanted to interrupt me, didn't you, Unorthodox?
Unorthodox. Is a tangent line straight?
Yes.
Huh.
Not according to
That would
Rumpus.
be a that would be a problem, right, for your model, because you don't have a straight tangent line to a horizon in your model.
Well, I can draw a straight line.
Oh, you sound just like Rumpus. You can just draw one, or you could just show us a diagram, right? But that's not actually the case, being that you just said a tangent line is straight, right? So if you're drawing a curved one, that would be bullshit, right? Does that make sense?
It wouldn't be a tangent.
Oh, well, then
Right.
it wouldn't be
Exactly.
geometry. So you don't have any geometry then to assert for your geometric model because you don't have a straight line, you don't have a tangent, it's not geometry. Welcome to Flat Earth. Because your
I can
model
draw-
and your
I can-
religion,
I can
it's okay,
calculate
you don't
and
need
draw.
to talk through me, mate. I'm just going to assert the reality of the situation. That's right, you don't have any geometry anymore for your geometric religion.
Why?
Because you don't have a straight line, you've got a donkey dick.
How'd you take my geometry?
I don't know what.
Man-made conception, right?
Yeah, man-made conception that gives you your ball earth belief. It's a shame it's been debunked by this black swan. Now we've got donkey dicks for tangent lines that should be straight and aren't. They're bent. Bent, the operative word. Like your model, bent. Should be straight, it's not. Should be straight, analogous to being correct, on the right path, straight. Well, your model ain't that. Your model's bent. Like a donkey dick. Yeah? It should be straight, it's not, it's bent. So it's not geometry anymore.
What?
Yeah, it's
The
not
first
geometry
question
anymore.
I
You
asked
don't
you,
have a geometric
unorthodox.
religious faith to assert anymore because you can't even do geometry in your geometric religious faith. Don't you get it?
Why can't I do geometry?
Because you don't have a tangent line to draw to a physical geometric sphere edge, formerly known as your horizon. My God, is it still another 8 months on the counter for these idiots to understand the Black Swan argument, QE?
I can't
Yep.
draw a straight line.
No, not if you're drawing bent ones, like Andrew Thomas Young and Rumpus. Then you'll spend 10 minutes figuring out how to answer, is a straight line straight? And a straight line in this geometry would be your tangent line you don't have.
We'll fucking draw a straight.
Ah, swear at me, bitch. I love it. Oh, yeah. Share your pain.
Yeah, okay, let's.
Share your pain. We've already had one of your nuts. Now share your pain, bitch.
Hello. Earth
We already
American.
have one of your nuts.
Hello.
Yo, bitch, we've debunked your religion. Your geometric sphere Earth religion. It's dead. You don't have two horizons, one that doesn't exist in reality, and the other one you're drawing a donkey dick to. So let me be the first to welcome you to Flat Earth Unorthodox. This might be that penny drop moment. If it's not, I can just do it at a later date. If it is, welcome to Flat Earth, sunshine. Your geometric religion is dead. A black swan killed it.
Oh no! Sorry, my phone was fucking up. So if I give you the black swan, Nathan, that just means the Earth is larger. That just means it's a larger sphere. So you successfully proved the Earth is a
wow. That's a problem.
Good job.
No, you see the way it works. If you're on a sphere that's made of rock, it can't grow. That's what we call a geometric impossibility. Physical rocks in a sky vacuum don't just grow one day. And the assertion that you've got a 3959 radius is quite literally, by reification, set in stone.
No.
So unorthodox. So what you're saying is, at best, you're willing to accept that your model is wrong. Then.
Well, I mean,
It's a
a lot of the
beautiful
other stuff still applies. It's just a little bit bigger than we thought. So
A little bit bigger. It goes from being...
A little bit.
It goes to the begging the question orbital path of the moon. So that that trajectory that you assume the Earth and moon have together, with the moon falling around the Earth, that path that the moon takes would be the new radius value. That would be the circumference of the Earth if you did the measurements on the picture on screen now, the black swan image. So you've got an absolutely stonking enormous Earth.
Nathan, are you withholding information from your audience? Can we?
No. Was debunk the model. You've got a set in stone R value. You said you were on a sphere with a radius of 3959, and that has geometric limitations. You can't just say, oh, it was bigger that day. Rocks in a sky vacuum don't grow.
Well, that's the conclusion to the black swan, Nathan.
Yeah, the Earth is dead. Not let's work out how much bigger it is given our different day and conditions. No, the edge that you asserted was a physical sphere edge horizon blocking boats and buildings isn't just going to be recalculated to a bigger value. No, that's not how it works. It's just been debunked. It's just the end of heliocentricity.
No. Absolutely.
Well, that's a fundamentalist religious zealot hand wave. Yes. Your model... Oh, look at that. What a coincidence. It's got donkey dick geometry on screen for the audience, just as we're talking about this. Yeah, this line here is bent. And in geometry, it needs to be this dotted line to a point that you never see in your model. That's why we're calling it donkey dick geometry. That's why I've got donkey next to it, with a representation of Andrew Thomas Young holding up this diagram of his donkey dick geometry that debunks the assertion that we've got a physical sphere edge based on this R value. He's calling it G. That G is a tangent point drawn with a straight line you never have in your model. So we don't have two horizons. This Andrew Thomas Young character's got two horizons, G and H. We only have one. The one we don't see, according to him, is only in existence in your model. And that debunks your model. No longer can we assert geometry. Because you don't have any. You don't have an R value. Not let's work out the new R value. No, it doesn't work like that.
Yes, that's exactly how it works.
Really? You think that you're just going to recalculate the new sphere Earth to be the, begging the question, orbital path of the moon, because on one day the horizon happened to be a bit further away because the day was a bit clearer? No, I don't think so. It just debunks your entire model from ground up, because everything is based on the R value. All of your calculations for the lights in the sky, Kepler's third law, that's all going to be utilising the R value. You've got Venus at the same R value as Earth. It's an assumption of an R value for both of those claimed to be rocks in a sky vacuum. Well, that all falls to pieces if you change... I'm still talking. That all falls to pieces if you assume a different R value, because suddenly the... You're a bit triggered there, Fundy. You're a bit triggered there, Fundy.
Yeah, I mute him. Go ahead, Nathan.
That's okay. I don't mind him. He can share his pain. You're a bit triggered there, Fundy. Is it painful listening to the death of your model? Your globe model dying before your very ears?
Well, we can't hear anything in here while he's talking over you.
Of course. He's trying to keep his wiring intact. This is very painful for them. It's very painful for you, isn't it, unorthodox? You've got to talk through it, right? You don't listen to it. Of course, you're a zealot.
You're up next, Ed Freeze. Just wait a second.
We done here on
50.
Orthodox? Have you accepted your models dead? We don't have Earth-based geometry. We don't have a physical sphere edge. If it's going to change to a different value on a different day, it's not a physical sphere edge. Obviously, it's not a rock in the sky then, because it's bigger that day. Well, that's not how rocks work. So you accept that it's not your rock in a sky vacuum then. Venus hasn't got the same value to give you all of your derivative maths for Kepler's third law of interplanetary motion. You accept that all that's all completely destroyed if you change R. You're just growing the size of Venus and Earth arbitrarily one day. No, that's just the death of your model, mate.
No, the conclusion to the black swan is that the Earth has a larger radius, and we're off by a certain factor on the other calculations. So
Yeah,
that everything
would that
else
be
continues.
a
I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
264,000 miles and shut their damn mouth. Off by a factor. If that horizon is 10 miles away, then the Earth has a radius of 264,000 miles. You friggin' numpty dipshit.
It's just an obfuscation tactic.
I can't see the
Instead of arguing
calculation.
about how the models died, he wants to argue about how much the calculations might or might not be wrong for the vastly increased sphere value on a given day. Now, it just debunks the horizon as being physical and geometric, mate. It doesn't grow. Earth
Can we look
as
at
a
your
rock
calculation?
doesn't do that.
To be honest, he sounds very much like Michio Kaku saying we're off by a factor of 10 to the 120. Is that
I didn't say 10
does
to
that match
120.
your mathematics?
Hold on, I just want to
Because you sound like him.
have a quick chat
What?
with 10th man. 10th, are you still there? Still there, 10th?
Yeah, I'm here.
Quick question. Can you see what's on screen?
Yes.
This is Al Biruni's measurement method. And what he's got between A and C is the dip that you would minus off if you're using a sextant. But the unlabeled line at the top of the diagram, I'm just going to show for my audience with my mouse what I'm talking about. This is another horizon, isn't it?
Yeah, that I believe that top one is their sensible horizon.
I knew it. So the sensible horizon is actually the same as drawing an imaginary 90 degrees from your zenith. That's what the imaginary horizon in that description of sensible means, also known as the true horizon, also known as the astronomical horizon. They're all one and the same thing. What a shock. There's lots of descriptions of the same thing. But that essentially does give him two horizons, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, in the use of a sextant, which is so simple, if you just watch a few videos, ballers, the height of your observation must be minus to sea level, which is at 0 on the 90. That's the horizontal. And then the vertical would be your 90. There's your right angle. And if you are saying eyeing the moon and it happens to be at 65 degrees, that's how you know your angle between the 0 and the 90. The moon's at 65, then you go to your air almanac and do all the calculations, and that's how you find where you're at. So it's wherever you're at on your ship. If it's 10 feet above sea level, you got to minus that and then go to the book.
Exactly. So in essence, when you're drawing an imaginary line out to 90 degrees, you're deriving a horizon and then minusing off the dip to assume a sphere, giving you a second horizon. The sphere-Earth geometric horizon derived from a second imaginary horizon. So again, Al Biruni's got two horizons. What a shock. With that, I'm going to say another huge, massive, enormous thank you to both Discord and G Plus panels for making this after show possible. And of course, a massive thank you to all of you in the Nathan Oakley Premiering Stream audience for hopefully smashing the super chat, liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and all that good stuff.